Hello everybody and welcome back to the CCA League here on Sunday night. I am DRF, joined by Nito today, and Nito, I am so excited for this matchup here.
I mean, how couldn't you be? There's two undefeated teams right in front of us. You've got UCSD Gold and UC Davis Banana Split, and huge playoff implications here, because one team's going to walk away undefeated and might just walk away with the entire group. The other team's going to have to fight just a little bit more, but even then, we still have an exciting matchup on deck as we're actually going to head into Game 1.
Yes, we will. So gonna be taking a look here at what these teams have to offer in game number 1, UCSD Esports versus Esports at UC Davis's Banana Split. And on Brine Water Rainmaker, Nito, let's take a look at these comps to see what these teams have for us.
Right, so on the side of UCSD, you'll see the Carbon Roller Deco, which is actually a staple of Woomy. Goatchild pulling out the E-Leader, the Tetris and Junior with UCD. Just going for the Wiper, the E-Leader, and 2 shots, which you really can't go wrong with nowadays.
Yeah, you really can't, and I mean, just look at Banana Split go! I mean, what a start for them right now, as they are just playing at a lightning fast pace, and they've already cleared this first checkpoint in about 20 seconds flat.
That's incredible work there by UC Davis, and you see the type of comp they're using enables them to have that sort of fast offense, but it's starting to go down really quickly here as they get wiped out, able to make it past the checkpoint, but UCSD is able to find a quick response. When you have two comps like these, you're able to put out some really fast offenses here, and that's what UC Davis is trying to do here. What I remember from the last time I played UCSD is that they like to play defensively. So what they're trying to do here is get the lead as soon as they can in order to counter UCSD's defense. And that's exactly what they're going to be going for here as they go up to 48 remaining. And they might be able to continue the push as they got 2-3 more people heading up towards these rafters there, heading up towards the spawn, heading up towards this second pedestal. They get the wipeout, and this just might be enough. What an opening statement for UC Davis.
Oh my goodness, UCSD has no idea even what just hit them. That was so fast for Banana Split. I mean, from start to finish, they were in control there. I mean, we did see them get wiped after completing that first checkpoint, but UCSD, they tried to push up a little bit. They got close to that first checkpoint, but I mean, really came up short, completely empty-handed. Banana Split, I mean, like you said, that's a game 1 statement right there. They said, we are not here to mess around. You know, we have heard all about you, you know, one of the longest standing teams, you know, presumably the best UC coming into this season. But I mean, as we know, Banana Split showed up at our entrance exam and surprised everybody with just how strong of a roster that they put together out of nowhere. And now they're here and they're saying, hey, you know, we're here to claim the title of best University of California school in Splatoon.
Right, because now I'm remembering, this is the Battle of California. We have 2 University of California schools pitted together, but UC Davis comes out just saying, you know what, it's time to stop messing around. We're just going to go straight for the jugular there. I'm sure they've been watching the VODs, maybe even before this season. They've been watching it, all the VODs for UCSD, because they know just how much history this team has, just how much this team has been able to succeed, and decided we're going to respond with our own statement, because you noticed with the comp that they had, they were able to put out some high-powered, high-speed offenses, and that's what got them towards that first checkpoint. They got wiped out, sure, but then they're able to respond even quicker with a knockout push to end the game.
Yeah, I right now I'm trying to figure out, how does UCSD even respond? Like, it's so rough to just have to recover from a game like that. I mean, we're looking towards game number 2 being Clamblitz on Eeltail Alley. This, you know, that map is probably the second most snowbally map that it is on this week. Rainmaker Brine Water definitely can be a little bit snowballing, but not to the extent of both Game 2 and Game 4 in this set, and that makes me a little bit nervous for UCSD.
Right, this is this is a harrowing situation for UCSD. You haven't seen that much opposition heading into week 3. You've gone 4-1 against Ink Black, 4-0 against Kraken Squids, and right now you're looking at one of the strongest offenses in the entire league. Rumi was able to lead. I don't think they actually led the league, but they did go pretty high with. Actually, they did lead it with a total KA. Second, and they were on the all CCA second team. So you have all of this at your disposal. But when you get when you get an opposition like that, it's really like it affects you both mentally and in game because now you're thinking, okay, what did they just do to us? What do we say now? What do we do?
Yeah. I think as long as they kind of just recollect themselves, they will be fine. Clamlet's Eeltail, I think, will play a little bit better to their strengths, but they just need to be a little bit more careful. I don't think they quite expected the aggression that we saw out of Banana Split. I think that's one of the biggest things that caught them off guard. And I think now they just need to kind of, meet that head on. CD Wumi just needs to push up a little bit more. Coaster and Enda need to just kind of follow right away. Goat Chow needs to do what she does best, and that's stay alive. Just go back to what's worked so well for you in week 1 and week 2. They've only dropped 1 game before that one. So they know how to win these. And they just need to go back to their roots a little bit.
Right, if anything, this is going to be the wake-up call that UCSD needs, knowing that this group right here isn't going to be all sunshine and rainbows just because they made it to the playoffs last season. So, like you said, they just need to stick to what they know best. Goat Chow for sure. Definitely with an E leader, you have to keep yourself alive because not only are you the longest range weapon out there, you also have the ability to shot call. You're also tasked with making sure you know where everyone else is in relation to the map. And as we head into Game 3, we're going to see similar comps coming out from UCSD. They swap out the Vanilla Junior with the C Junior. You see Davis, though, going for the Wiper, the 96 Deco, the Tetris, and the Machine. Guessing that Kraken's coming out for added aggression because they know it worked so well in the last match.
Yeah, the Kraken has just been, has quickly become a staple of Clam Blitz, and I wholly anticipate that is going to be the key to UC Davis's pushes in this game, as we do see them continuing to be very aggressive. The Reef Slider as well, just trying to open up some space underneath the baskets early on, and UCSD struggling to eliminate these players out of their side of the map. I mean, Look at this. UC Davis entirely on UCSD's half of the map here. And UCSD just trying to, kick them out like cockroaches.
And you'll see Costa here trying to back up Endo with the Tetris. They're using they're using the torpedoes to try to keep the other Slayer well within kill potential, and that's what you're gonna try to see that's what you want to try to do if you're the C Junior here. And you keep seeing that those torpedoes come out, but here comes the Kraken. We haven't quite been able to find the counter to the Kraken, and neither will UCSD apparently, because it looks like they're still in a little bit of trouble. It's still a battle for who gets control of what's around the basket, and they get 2 clams in, they get 1 power clam in, but it doesn't look like it's going to be quite enough as the 96 Gal Deco tries to find an opening, but it's not going to be enough to get up to 74 remaining. This might be the end of this push. But Johnny's going to try to find an answer. Still, even then, that timer is going to run out, and that just might be it.
Yeah, UCSD definitely, got away with that one there. As you said, they do seem to play a little more defensively, so I think that really benefited them there. But now they need to find a way to convert defense into offense, as they have not really even gotten to mid yet. They've just been stuck on their half of the map the entire game so far. And I mean, just look at Noelle and Ave just together all the way up, just causing so much havoc.
Right, you remember that the Wiper also has that torpedo in its disposal, but UCSD has the EaUCD in their disposal as well, as they're able to get a double off of that. This may be the opening that they need, and this is going to be hopefully the thing that sparks their imagination here, because once they get those offensive openings, they're able to do so much with them. If they can use that sort of defensive power they have to just keep control of their own keep control of their own zone, keep control of their own territory, I think that's going to be the key to them making some offensive openings here. But it looks like they're going to be struggling just a bit more as they need to find an answer to all of the offense that UC Davis has got going on. that E leader's in a bit of trouble. Is gonna have to back up just a little bit more, pop the wave breaker, and then try to find another answer.
Well, I think this could be a good opportunity for us to just take a moment and let's go ahead and listen to UCSD's comms as they put together this defensive effort.
You got it, you got him. You got him, you got it. You need to have that. Okay, good defense, good defense.
No one's going on our bridge.
They will.
Got the Tetris.
Nice.
Nice.
Viper's below their bridge. Or their
Okay, that's
bridge.
fine.
Push the Viper back.
Machine is back on their bridge as well.
Alright, I'm putting wave down.
Alpha 1, 2.
Okay, we need to take their bridge now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Out machine.
Try and get Tetris. Oh, Tetris
Yep.
dropped me. Tetris, nice. Tetris down.
Viper got me.
Okay, machine
Put the
down.
crack in.
Hold on, we're pushing. We're pushing. Okay,
Alright, go.
push. I have 6. I have 6. I have 6.
I'm throwing.
I have to jump back.
I can jump with pity.
I have still. Where are they? Where are they? Okay, I
Right
got
there,
him.
okay.
Yeah. Jump the pity. Jump the pity.
There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get back on bridge.
I'm dead. Oh, I screwed up.
Got one.
Left side wiper. Left side wiper.
Right side machine.
Yeah, machine.
Okay, just back up. Back out.
Backing up, yep.
Try and get wave breaker if you can.
A huge push there from UCSD to get themselves back into this game, and this is going to be a nail biter, folks. As Banana split, I believe they need a power clam and one little clam to retake the lead in these closing 15 seconds. Nito, what's going to be the key for them here?
I'm sure you heard it all in the VC as well. Rumi's doing a great job with the shot calling, knowing exactly when they need to go in, and there's no one better than someone on the front lines to do it for you. But UC Davis might be finding the answer here, and they do! Oh my goodness, we're here talking about the answer and what they might need to succeed, but it looks like UC Davis says, no. See, don't answer that question because they won't need the answer. We won already. Oh my goodness, UC Davis finding the quick response says, you know what, we're going to shut that down. We're going to go ahead and take that lead right off of your hands and right into overtime as well.
Oh man, what a heartbreaker there for UCSD. That was so close. Oh man. I'm heartbroken for them. I mean, there's a reason that I end up being on the mic for a lot of their matches is because if I'm not commentating, I'm probably going to be crying. Because it's so anxiety-inducing, to watch, what is supposed to be your team come up short like that. I mean, they had such a great response there. UCSD, we saw the comms. CD Woomy was on the mic there leading the way and making those, big callouts for UCSD. So I think they did a fantastic job of telling team, hey, make sure we take that bridge, start pushing up, and started leading the way. Go Chow came up big with a pick on the bridge as well, and that really opened things up for them to get that lead. But I think the detriment was that during that push, they did lose 3 of their members when they should have probably just gotten the lead and just backed off. If you could get more points, that would have been great, but losing 3, I think, is what ultimately did them in.
Right, because you heard them, and they have the awareness, they have the game awareness to know where their opponents are going to be and just where they need to strike in order to have those offensive openings. But they just need to keep that awareness going even after those pushes are long done. So now that we're heading into splat zones, you have an objective where you can't control where it's going or where it is, but with how UCSD has been playing so far, and with the awareness that they've been able to keep throughout their offensive pushes, this should be the one where they find their footing and find themselves getting a point here as we head into Game 3. You're going to see UCSD pull out some of the same comps, and UC Davis, I believe, pulls out almost the exact same comps as well, but they switch out the 96 deco for the for the Siege unit, and they switched out another weapon for the E-leader, which don't quite remember which one it is, but regardless, it has been switched out to an E-leader.
Yeah, I mean, these comps definitely are like eerily similar here. As UCSD looks like they have quickly recovered and moved on from that last game, as they have taken control early on in game number 3, trying to tighten the set just a little bit, as they already are down to about 70 points remaining, and that can be very difficult to get a strong early push like this on a 2-zone map.
Right now, UC Davis has 3 specials to activate. They've already popped one. A Wave Breaker is going to start to come out as well, and they might see the Stamp come out at any moment, but it's going to be difficult for that Stamp to find an opening. Actually, they're going to sneak right around the back. They do get one pick with the Stamp. They're going to try to get another, but their whole team's down. Have to wait for respawns here. They're going to be down as well. And UCSD showing their defensive capabilities here, and they're doing a great job with them as they're going down to 25 remaining.
Oh, and look at CD Woomy.
Wow,
CD Woomy
okay.
continues to do what they do best, trying to get this second pick, but no, that's going to be CD Woomy going down. This will be Banana Split's last opportunity to try to flip the zones. They do get 2 picks here, and they do get the slight neutral, able to neutralize the first zone, but do they have enough manpower to be able to flip both zones? Yes, they do. So UCSD will be just a little bit shy of the knockout, and that's going to hurt for sure, as now this set is going on, this particular game is going to go on a lot longer than I think they would have hoped for.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice that sort of weakness that UC Davis might be seeing, and it's that UCSD isn't particularly aware of when they need to back up. When you see they get the big leads and they get themselves up into their position, but when UC Davis starts coming in and starts taking control of the zones, I think what UCSD has to start doing here is just giving them the respect they need, because they need to start treating them with a little bit more respect, because now they're starting to lose a bit more than they can afford, but now they're actually responding with some picks of their own. It's all up to this E-Leader to try to defend those zones, but when you're going up against the E-Leader and a scary Carbon Roller in CD Woomy, you don't have that many responses to at your disposal as UCSD takes control of the zones yet again.
Yeah, I was a little bit nervous there, because I felt like with that zone flip that we saw from Banana Split, I thought there was some very serious potential that we saw Banana Split just ride that out to a knockout. But UCSD got the flip, but now it is Banana Split's turn once again to try and work through this penalty and close that lead that UCSD established very early on, and they seem to be in a great position to do so.
Right. Got 3 weapons, or at least 1 weapon I can paint exceptionally well for you. They know that, and UCSD now knows that Noel is going to be a threat, especially with the Stamp. Oh my goodness, what a snipe from Noel with the Stamp, and you're going to try to get another pick with the Torpedo. Nice job there. As they keep control of the zone, they're going to start knocking away that penalty. They have 3 players up. Now both teams have 2 players up. One's respawning from UCSD. And they need to refine the response fairly quickly, because they're going down to 16 remaining. And it looks like this might be Woomy's time to shine as they try to go for something that E-Leader's going to quickly shut it down, but they're still fighting for the zone there. It's not going to be enough. UC Davis takes game 3.
Wow, I mean, what a comeback there by Banana Split. That was just so well done. Another heartbreaker for UCSD. I mean, they're close in these games. That's the thing. Is game 2 and game 3 have just been so close, and they've just missed it by a couple of points. Literally 2 points. That's just heartbreaking. And now they find themselves in an early 0-3 deficit. Banana Split sitting at match point. UCSD though, I mean, like I said, they're in these games. I think that they can still certainly be able to take a few and try to get some momentum built up to see if a reverse sweep is possible. I think if anyone's going to be able to do it, it will be UCSD. But Banana Split all season long has just been such a strong team. I mean, last week they swept the Husky Splatsville Knights out of the University of Washington. And as far as I'm aware, the only other team that's ever swept the Huskies in the CCA League were the Night Sharks.
Right, and with UCSD, you have so much defense and so much capabilities that you really can't go wrong when saying UCSD might just be able to pick up a few points here, pick up a few wins. CD Woomy, as we said earlier, time and time again, They are exceptionally well, and we saw it earlier in Game 2. They're very well with their awareness and their shot calling. So with tower control on your toe, we can expect to see just a bit more of that. Now that they're going to have the ability to control the movement of the objective here. So I think this can definitely be the one where UCSD takes one back.
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like this map mode for UCSD. I don't think this is a good map mode for them. I think that they needed to win one of Game 2 or Game 3 here because this is such a, once again, a snowball heavy map. I think even more so than Eel Tail Clam Blitz. And they're gonna have to just put together a very strong defensive effort because you know that Banana Split is going to be coming out strong in the early game here. You just need to be patient, buy some time, and try to keep hold of those key positions. But if the moment that you let that second checkpoint slip, I think it's over for UCSD.
Right, and speaking of that patience, it looks like UC Davis isn't going to have much of it because they've got a very aggressive compares we've been seeing during these past few games. They got the 96 Deco, famous for the Kraken, the T-Tech Z E-Leader, and a Machine, and UCSD is going to stick to what they know best, try to take one away from UC Davis, but UC Davis is quickly finding the answers to him. That Machine doing an exceptional job there, keeping the pressure, even if it's not out of pure hits, they're keeping that pressure by making sure they know they're there, and making sure they know just how much they can reach with that Machine.
Yeah, and I mean, look at how quick this tower is going. I don't know if we'll have a whole lot of time to actually do this, so let's take a look right now. Could be a good time to jump into the comms as, never mind actually, maybe we'll take a bit of a breather first as UC Davis gets their push shut down temporarily. But you know, given that the position that they still currently hold, I guess this will be a good time anyways to jump into their VCs and see how they are able to keep this push going.
Okay, they're coming for a tower.
Oh, a second too late.
Carmen?
Okay, leader to the right.
Whoa. I'm almost at Kraken.
Okay.
Classic Johnny.
Oh, there's two on me. Oh, they got me.
I should push that one
Two
up.
wave breakers out.
Oh, one?
Carbon.
Let's go.
Okay.
One on
Let's go,
tower.
Johnny. Johnny doing
No one.
silly things.
Watch the leader.
Okay.
Leader's on the snipe.
Meter right side?
Yeah, drop down.
Leader right side. Carbon left.
Torpedoes. Oh my god,
Carbon and
torpedoes.
Junior left.
Okay, what?
Leader left. Leader left.
Towers back.
Oh,
Carbon.
Carbon. Right there, right there, right there, right there.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice
Carbon?
kill. I'm so proud of you, Johnny. Put you down.
Another.
Oh, it's 2 each, 2 each. Okay. Oh, leader's sticking on the thing. And they're baiting me. They killed me. They're so sad.
All right, so things continuing to be juggled here by Banana Split. They continue to hold a great position in this game. UCSD trying to close the gap, and they at least cleared that first checkpoint, which will be big for them. So Banana Split realizes that they do have their hands a little bit full, and I don't think it's going to come as easy for them as they anticipated, because UCSD definitely needs at least one under their wing here to you know, at least feel good about this set.
Right, you hear them saying, proud of you, Johnny, and well, they have all the reason in the world to be proud of them. They've been doing such a great job with the Kraken, and as I say that, the Kraken's going to start coming out, going straight for the C Junior. Oh, they barely missed the C Junior, but they're going to be coming right back, I believe. There's actually, I believe, one of the players. It's actually the C. It's the Deco, the same one I was talking about earlier. My goodness, and they go down as well. It looks like we're going back and forth. This may be one of the weirdest commentators' curses I've ever had as they take the lead. UCSD, forget about the commentators' curse. UCSD finally got an opening.
Yeah, and look at this. It's going to be 2 members from UC Davis that are trying to sandwich this tower, and they're able to do so. A great move by Banana Split. However, they do let a big portion of that lead slip. but now look at how much orange paint there is. The E-Leader is going to ride the tower while the rest of the team does push up here in this last minute. So UCSD going to have to put together the defensive effort of their lives right now to keep this set alive. There's, I feel like, just so much pressure. This has the atmosphere of a playoff type game right now. So they, I know, definitely want to try to, you know, live up to the hype here and try to keep this set close.
I think they're one of the problems they're having here is that they're not being as aware of the carbon roller as they need to be. And as they say that, they take a player down. They're still going. They have 3 players down now. Banana UC Davis has to find an answer, but they don't. 15 seconds remaining, and they get wiped out. As I was saying earlier, they need to be a bit more aware of that carbon roller, and I think that's what was missing from their comms. But as I say that, they're still going few down. It might be UCSD's time to shine here. As they find the answer, they need a carbon roller, comes out again! Going for the T-Tech. It's not quite enough, but they still get the pick anyway. It's UCSD's time to shine as they take 1 set away from UC Davis.
That has got to feel good. That has got to feel so good for UCSD. I mean, Banana Split was in control of that game for what felt like about 3.5 minutes there. And UCSD finally got themselves on that tower and found 3 down. And they managed to ride that momentum all the way to 23 remaining. That is huge, especially, you know, it might have gotten a little bit rough there because that's normally what I would like to call the oh no zone, where things really start to fall apart if you let your opponent get well beyond that second checkpoint. And we typically see knockouts in that situation, but Banana Split did such a good job flanking around the tower and just sandwiching it to shove UCSD off and give themselves a chance. But UCSD, huge defensive effort once again.
And this has to be the boost of confidence UCSD has been looking for, especially Wumi. Wumi had already the shot calling and all of the capabilities in the world, but now that they've got the ability to really open up their offense with Carbon Roller and make waves in UC Davis's defense, it's got to be absolutely eye-opening for UCSD. So heading into Rainmaker Scorch Gorge, I can fully expect maybe UCSD to pull off the same. It's been working out pretty well for them, and I think that Carbon Roller just maybe making an appearance again. At this point, I'm not saying it because I expect it to happen. I'm saying it because I want to see it happen.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to be curious to see what sort of adjustments these teams make. I feel like they're going to pretty much stick with what they know here because these sets have just been so closely contested, with the exception of game number 1, that they're just going to stick with what's comfortable. Of course I say that. You and I are seeing the same thing, right?
Okay. You know what? Let's let them cook. Let them cook. I want to see what UC Davis has got going on here because they've got pretty much the same comp, but I'm sure we all noticed the elephant or the Neo Sploosh in the room.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's going to be something to keep an eye on for sure. I don't really know how well this is going to quite fit. It seems that it's working for them early on though, as Abby and Noelle are able to combine for a double there, and that's going to be 3 down the side of UCSD. Enda gonna stay alive here and try to take this Rainmaker one-on-one, and Enda gonna come up with a huge triple here before going down themselves.
Oh my goodness, we're heading into the duel of the fates right there. Just 2 treacherous going at it, and UC Davis might have the opening they need here. The Neo Sploosh trying to get a few picks. They do get that pick on the Carbon, which is going to be effective enough to try to shut down UCSD's offensive capabilities there. But Dope Child picking off the Tetris. What a clean snipe there. As they're going to need to find a response to that Rainmaker push. As they get up to 93 remaining, they find it exactly when they need it to keep them at bay.
Yeah, a great stop there by UCSD. It seems like for the first time they actually have some solid control of their side of the map, as CD Wumi will be able to get a pick, but not going to find the second 3v3 situation around this Rainmaker, as it will completely reset. Both of these teams just going back and forth. I don't think I've ever seen such a low-scoring Rainmaker game just, approaching 2 minutes into this game.
This is because ZRF has been spared from the horrors of Mincemeat Rainmaker. But anyway, we do have UC Davis able to find. They weren't actually able to find a response there, find an opening. But UCSD able to open up with the EaUCD, nice backup there for the Tetris as they to find a few picks to get themselves back onto the board. The Neo Sploosh with the response though.
The beacon is exactly what this whole plan is about. Actually, it's finally just clicked with me with Abby pulling off the move that they just did, able to come in and surprise UCSD, get the trade with the carbon, and now it's just the Rainmaker though. So this is likely the end of their push once again. That's gonna be 3 down on the side of Banana Split.
Yeah, that is what I'm thinking. UC Davis is actually trying to fight fire with fire here. They have, since UCSD has the carbon roller to their disposal, they decided we're going to bring out the sploosh and try to find our own response to the carbon roller. Actually, our own version of the carbon roller to try to match the offensive openings they have. But when you have a player like Woomy on your side, it's very hard to match it.
Oh, and I don't know if CD Woomy even got that last Zuka shot off, but UCSD will finally get their first control of the Rainmaker. CD Woomy will get a nice trade, but this Rainmaker will be stopped at 97 remaining. And Nito, I think we might be in for the lowest scoring Rainmaker game that we have ever seen here in the CCA.
Then we've got UC Davis able to find a response against the E-leader. No, Woomy's gonna sneak in. Oh my goodness, and I thought UC Davis might have finally found it. Actually, they may have, but they still got to 3 down, 4 down, wipeout. Oh my goodness, I am doing a really good job at the commentator's curse here, so go ahead and take it away, because I think UCSD or UC Davis, either team's gonna have to need that at some point.
And look at this. This should be enough for the lead with such a low scoring game. And it's 2 points. How are we not broken 90 yet? UCSD finally going to get a chance to do so here. But no one's picking up this Rainmaker. Finally, it's going to be Coaster that's able to push us all the way to the pedestal. But going to still be shy. And that's 3 down on the side of UCSD. And it's not going to take much for Banana Split to get the lead here. As we do see Abby pushing all the way up now. They're trying to just get as much ink down as possible. And that's 3 down again on the side of UCSD. Rainmaker's gonna get picked up now. They're gonna try to run this all the way to the pedestal with 30 seconds remaining.
You have to find an opening very quickly. UCSD has to respond quickly, and they can't respond and they stop him from getting the checkpoint. The Tetris now has to find something to get themselves going yet again. UC Davis is getting it, and UCSD is getting themselves in a lot of trouble. UCSD has to find openings they can't really be relying on Woomy anymore, as the Tetris now start to go for the flank. And they get Woomy as well. As soon as I say you can't be relying on him, now they don't have a choice. They've got down to overtime 6, and it's only a 5 points separate, but when you have a sea of orange right in front of you, what more can you do? But they do get all of their teammates back. And this has to be the time where they find a response. This has to be the time where they go for the win.
There is no other option now. They do find themselves 2 down. This is going to be a very difficult push. And Coaster's the last one standing. This is over as Banana Split will escape with game number 5 in the set. And once again, a very close game.
Oh my goodness. I'm glad we let them cook. That Neo Sploosh was exactly the response UC Davis needed, apparently, because with the matching emotes too, incredible stuff here.
I am at a loss for words, honestly, Nito. That was just a phenomenal set between these two. I mean, obviously, Banana Split's gonna walk out of here with the 4-1 victory, but Game 2, Game 3, Game 4, Game 5, I think we're decided by probably an average of 10 points.
Yeah, that was, oh my goodness, because I think the reason we're having such a low scoring game is because of the reason UC Day was able to find a response to the carbon roller, because when you have 2 weapons that can cause an equal amount of chaos on both sides, there's really no opportunity for either team to find a response to that sort of, can you really consider it defensive? options. It's more like an offensive option when you have some sploosh main that's just swarming down the middle, like little Timmy and Solo Q wishes they could be doing the whole time. But that's my goodness.
Oh, breathe. the adrenaline is done here. But that was just such a good set. Like I wish that we could get a play all 7 here. It doesn't look like those teams will be able to. Understandable though. The UC system, it is finals week coming up, starting tomorrow. So understandable. They need to go study, take care of their student needs. But they put on such a show for us tonight that I think so far has been one of the best sets we've had here on the CCA, despite the score disparity.
Right, that was, man, that is a lot of back and forth playing there. I mean, you saw UC Davis opens up with a KO. Few games later, UCSD opens up with a KO of their own. Game 5. Now it's neither team heads into 90, goes lower than 90 remaining, and it's like 1 minute left on the clock. Chat, do some shoulder stretches. Go do some yoga. Call someone. Tell them you love him. Just like let's all relax for a second. Let's just deep breaths.
All right. Wow. Yeah, that is a very, very memorable set. I think that will be an instant CCA classic right there. So congratulations though to Esports at UC Davis's Banana Split for taking the victory here. They now find themselves undefeated in group stage, going 3-0. They've only lost 2 games so far in the group stage. UCSD will drop to 2-1, but things are certainly not over for them yet. Next week, they take on the Husky Splatsville Knights, who are also 2-1, and that match will definitely have playoff ramifications. If you're looking at the playoff picture right now, the winner of that set is going to be in a very, very good position to take second place in the group. Banana Split, since they're 3-0, they're in a fantastic spot themselves right now to be to earn a spot in the playoffs and possibly even that #1 seed.
Right, you're gonna want to bet on UCSD wanting to keep their history of success in shape and intact, because they're not far from off the playoff race. They're definitely still in it, and I want to believe that UCSD is going to take this match in the heart and say, we can not that we can play better, but that we have to start finding those responses to our own opponent's responses, because you see Davis, oh my goodness, the Neo Sploosh, that they're gonna be remembering the Neo Sploosh for a long time after this match.
There's no escaping that one anymore. But yeah, I mean, I know we were both kind of like, you know what, let him cook, and finally, seeing the beacons and the moves that Abby was making there, I was like, oh, this makes perfect sense. So definitely look forward to seeing them hopefully bring a little bit more of that out. But man, what a set, Nito. Thank you so much for joining today to help cover this set. Where can the people of our chat find you?
Well, I am on Twitter at Nito Unused, Twitch at Nito Splat, and you can find me at the local water fountain because we love staying hydrated. Isn't that right, everyone? Yeah, we love staying hydrated.
Yes. Stay hydrated. Drink your water. Do your stretches. Don't sit in your gaming chair for too long. But as for myself, you can go and find me on Twitter at DRF_Splatoon and on Twitch TritonDRF. But as usual, you can find me pretty much more often here on the CCA channel, covering all things collegiate Splatoon. But that's gonna be it for us today here on the CCA Twitch channel. There is still one more matchup going on over on Splatoon Tourney to wrap up your Sunday evening. We're gonna go ahead and send you all over there momentarily. You certainly will not want to miss it. Thank you all so much once again, and we will see you next week.